There's no feeling like being pushed along by a perfect Malibu wave with no tow rope in sight and all your friends cheering you on. If you haven't tried wake surfing, it's about time, and I'm going to show you how. Now, if you're already a veteran surfer and you're looking for another challenge, wakefoiling is a great next step. It's trickier to learn, but the feeling of gliding along on a wakefoil can't be beat. I'll show you some tips and tricks that will help get you off on the right foot, but it's best to get several seasons of wake surfing under your belt before you try foiling. With a Malibu, the presets do almost all the work of making a perfect wave, so just pick which side you want to surf and hit load. Now it's time to customize the wave for the level of your surfer. For kids, run the power wedge at a lower setting with very little ballast at first. And if the rider is really light, don't run any ballast at all and keep the power wedge in lift mode or a lower setting. The goal is to tweak the wave to the point to where they can barely stay in the pocket so they learn to control its push, then beef it up as they get more comfortable. For adults, the key is to not overdo it. Start with a power wedge on 2, 3, or 4 at first. Then when they get the hang of it, you can bump it up to 6, or they can do it themselves with a surf band. And because of the prop rotation, all surf boats will have a difference in the left and right waves. To counteract this slight difference on the Malibu boats, set the power wedge from 2 to 6 when surfing your left side and somewhere between 1 and 4 when you're surfing the right. Getting up. It's best to find a fairly buoyant board that will let the surfer easily stay in the pocket, but nothing so big that it's hard to handle. Start out in the water with the heels on the board and the rope between your feet and the handle in your hands. As the boat slowly taxis forward, raise your hands up into the air and try and do a sit-up into the boat. Riding. When you get up, stay low with your knees bent. Put slight pressure on your toes or heels to turn. When the wave starts to take you, the rope will go slack. Shift your weight back to put on the brakes and forward to get more speed. When you can keep slack in the line, throw the rope over to the other side of the wave so your crew can pull it in. Congratulations, you're officially surfing. How to set up your boat for wakefoiling. You want to set up your boat with a longer, mellower wave with less push for foiling, so fill the ballast with more weight in the front than you have in the back. Set surf gate to whichever side you want and keep the power wedge on a lower setting. Getting up. Getting up can be a little tricky. Use a longer rope like a wakeboard mainline at first. Start to put your front hand on the handle and your back hand on the board to keep it against your feet. Let the boat slowly pull you up. I can't emphasize enough that it isn't as easy as it sounds, but if you put the time in, you will get it. Riding. When you're on top of the board, don't be in a hurry to stand up. Stay low with your knees bent and put slight pressure on your toes or heels to turn. You can stay outside the wave to try this. Try to keep the board on the surface of the water at first. Then just try to bring the wing up for a second and drop it right back down so you get the feeling of doing this anytime you get off balance. When you've got this down, try and bring the wing up for 3 or 4 seconds at a time. Eventually you'll stay up long enough that you don't feel like you have to go back down right away. When you're ready, begin edging slowly back in towards the wave. You'll feel its power and it'll start to take you and the rope will go slack when you're in the right spot. So to get speed into the boat, you're gonna want to get closer to the wave where there's more power, and then to slow down, you come off the wave where there's less push. After you can do this consistently, you're ready to throw the rope to the other side. When it comes to turning, the same principles of weight shifting apply, but the feeling is more like pivoting around your back foot. Think about moving your front foot in the direction you want to go and you'll get the idea. Falling. You need to get clear of the foil when you're going down, so if you think you're gonna fall, just jump away from the foil in whatever way you can. There's no saving it after a certain point, so either jump away from it or scoot it out in front of you with your back foot. Good luck, be safe, and have fun.